As children enter into early childhood education, students exhibit different levels of academic performance. This disparity among students' academic performance is referred to as the achievement gap. Because the achievement gap only gets wider as students advance through school, it is crucial for teachers to consider the students' differing levels when planning their curriculum and instruction so that all students can learn. One way educators can address this matter is through the implementation of differentiated small group instruction in the classroom. Differentiated instruction means to change or alter instruction content and the learning environment so that all students can learn in the classroom. Many teachers often turn to whole group teaching practices as their main way of instruction. Whole class read-alouds are a common practice among educators aimed at helping students increase their vocabulary and reading comprehension. However, not every student benefits from this type of instruction. Research shows that differentiated small groups can improve students' academic performance. Through the implementation of small groups, children can focus on the content they're struggling with and expand their understanding. In order to properly place students in small groups, teachers must be aware of the fact that all students come into the classroom with different learning styles and knowledge levels. Teachers must properly assess their students so that they can place the students in the appropriate groups that meet their individual needs. With these assessments, teachers will also be able to appropriately plan their lessons and activities that are suitable for each group. Teachers must be aware of the diverse learning abilities and consider the different types of learners when planning their small group instruction. There are visual learners, auditory learners, reading and writing learners, and kinesthetic learners. It's important for the teacher to know what style their students learn best with because without this information, students can fall behind due to them not being able to understand and interpret the information correctly. For example, visual learners learn best when looking at charts, graphs, or diagrams. Such students can learn best when the teacher demonstrates first what the child should do for a certain assignment. On the other hand, auditory learners learn best when listening and speaking during lesson times. Small group conversations and discussions are great ways for them to be engaged and learn the information. Reading and writing learners learn best through note-taking and rereading notes, textbooks, and glossaries. Handouts and turning diagram charts into words can benefit these students greatly. Lastly, there are the students that learn kinesthetically. Having hands-on activities in the classroom can help these students learn. The goal of differentiated small group instruction is to have students in an environment that best suits their learning style. As the teacher associates each student within the group as a different type of learner, she is able to decide which approach to take to the lesson, as well as know what kind of materials and tools to use during each of the different groups. For example, if certain students respond better to written work, the teacher may have a whiteboard for each child. She will write a question on the board and turn it towards the students, have them copy the question, and then have them solve it on their own board. This will help them use their problem-solving skills as well as their own writing skills. Using different materials such as toys, whiteboards, worksheets allows the teacher to best figure out how to accurately keep the students involved and challenged based on what they best respond to. While the students work in small groups, teachers must continue to assess the dynamics of the groups to see what is working and what is not working. Other benefits that can result from differentiated small group instruction are the improvement of students' communication skills and higher engagement in lessons. Because they are working with their peers, students will need to learn how to effectively communicate with each other without a lot of direction from the teacher. Students can also collaborate and learn things from each other while increasing their participation and maintaining themselves engaged in the lesson. Lastly, differentiated small group instruction in early childhood education can help develop students' executive functions and improve their academic performance. Because children in pre-kindergarten and kindergarten are in the midst of developing their executive functions, it is important for educators to provide students with opportunities that focus on developing their executive function skills, such as memory and cognitive flexibility. Research shows that the implementation of differentiated small group instruction that focused on developing students' executive functions showed positive results. Though it can be difficult to incorporate differentiated small groups in the classroom because of the variability in students' skills, small group instruction that promotes executive function development can have a great impact upon students' long-term academic performance.